Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Iannelli, and today I want to talk to you about the different parts of your trombone and how to put it together. We're going to start with this piece right here. This is our bell, okay? This is our slide receiver, okay? So opposite of the bell is our slide receiver. We have our brace on our bell. We'll talk about this more later, so let's remember this one, our brace. On the top we have our tuning slide and our counterweight, okay? When we take this out of our case, what we want to do is we want to put our bell down on our thigh with the slide receiver center of our body, or in my case, lining up with my tie. Okay, so take it out of the case, bell on my left thigh, our slide receiver center of our body, not that way, okay, not going that way, but going to my right or to my center of my body, or lining up with my tie, okay? Next, we have our slide. So we take our slide, and you'll notice there are two different parts of this slide at the top. We have our long part and our short part, okay? The long part is going to go into our slide receiver that we just spoke about, and the short part is where our mouthpiece goes in. We'll talk about that in a minute, okay? This is also a good time to tell you the other parts of the trombone. We have our first brace on our slide, which we're going to talk about later. Our second brace on our slide, which we're also going to talk about later. On the bottom, we have our slide bumper, and we have our water key. The water key is used to take moisture out of our trombone, okay? So, with our bell on our left thigh and the receiver lining up with my tie or your imaginary tie or the center of your body, we're going to take our slide and take the long part of the slide and put it into the slide receiver, okay? I'll do this so you can see it, but when you do it, have it on your thigh, okay? Put that right down, and then what you're going to do is you're going to screw that in. Okay, nice and tight, nice and tight. And if you have this set up correctly, you're going to have a right angle or a half square between your bell brace and your first brace of your slide. So my bell brace, and then going away from me is my slide brace. Let me see if I can show you how that looks right here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's how it's going to be. Okay, so right angle or a half square, go here to there. Okay, now take our mouthpiece, and we're going to put our mouthpiece in our mouthpiece receiver. It's important to see how I just placed that. I'm not shoving it, I'm not twisting it, I'm just placing it because we don't want to get that stuck. Okay, so just to review, take bell, left thigh, slide receiver, center of body, slide goes into the slide receiver. When that's in correctly, we have a half square, right, or a 90-degree angle, and our mouthpiece goes right in, okay? So that's how we put our trombone together. Now let's talk about how to hold our trombone. So our left hand is our holding hand, and our right hand is our playing hand. Left hand is the holding hand, right hand is our playing hand. So we're going to take our left thumb, okay, and we're going to put it on this bell brace right here, okay. Then we're going to take our first finger right here, the pointer finger, okay, and we're going to put it on the mouthpiece. So thumb hooks, pointer finger grabs the mouthpiece, other fingers are going to go around that first brace on our slide, okay? Let's try that again. Thumb hooks, pointer finger grabs the mouthpiece or the receiver, other fingers grab that first brace on the slide, okay? And if we're doing that right, we can move our trombone with that hand pretty comfortably in terms of holding it, okay? Now let's talk about our playing hand. You only need, on your right hand, these three fingers, okay? Only these three fingers, and they're going to go on that last brace. The last one that's left is for these three fingers. You want to grab like this, okay? Thumb, two fingers, and if you notice, if we unlock our slide, okay, that's called the slide lock, we unlock that, and we use those three fingers, we can move pretty freely, right? Whereas if we use our whole hand, it doesn't feel as good. We don't feel like we can move as freely. So what we want to do is we want to just make sure that we're using just these 3 fingers of our right hand, our playing hand, and there we go. Okay, now let's talk about when we bring our trombone up to our face. When we bring our trombone up to our face, we want to have almost a V shape, okay? A V shape right here, and our mouthpiece is going to go right here, okay? This part of the portion of the trombone is going to sit on our shoulders, always sitting up nice and tall, forming our V shape between our main section of the trombone and our slide, okay? And that is how we hold our trombone. Okay, so just to review, take that trombone out, bell on the left thigh, receiver on your imaginary thigh, right, middle of your body. Our slide goes into our slide receiver, long part of the slide into there. Our trombone goes into our mouthpiece goes into the shorter part of that slide, okay? We create a half square or a right angle between those two, okay? Our left hand is our holding hand. Our right hand is our playing hand. We hook, place, and grab, right? Hook, place, and grab our trombone with our holding hand. We pinch, if you will, with our playing hand, right? Just these 3 fingers, and we form a V between the 2 sections of our trombone, with it resting on our shoulder. We sit nice and tall, okay? And when we play, we have that nice V going. Those are the different parts of your trombone. That's how you put your trombone together, and that's how you hold up your trombone.